Hello, I'm back again, and I'd like to show you a lot of things today. But first, I'm going to review an actual essay. Well, not really an essay, but a paragraph. So, so this is a student of mine that I will be editing, and I'm going to be grading it on based on 5 factors, as I showed you before. Also, my name is Younggyun Kim, and I will be your editor today. So, student, if you're watching this, take note of what I'm saying and make sure you edit this essay one more time as well. So I will be grading it on development, coherence and organization, fluency, vocabulary and slash expression, and grammar. Now let's take a read. It happened when I was playing on a basketball team. Now there is a error I can fix here. So on my basketball team, we were down by 2 points, and both my team and the other team were very rough because it was the semi-championships. So I have no idea what this means, but I'm going to assume it was the semifinals, but I'm not going to touch that. So students, please clarify what this means. I have no idea what it means. In the beginning, my team was down, then we were up, and then we were losing again. Oh, okay, there's kind of a thing I can fix here. In the beginning, my team was down. Now, this down, I'm going to assume was my team was losing. Losing is a better word in this case. Then we were winning, obviously. Now, you can fix this sentence and split it into two. How, you may ask, is to remove this comma right here and add. And then we were winning. Actually, scratch that. My bad. You can add a but then we were winning. Now you can add this. You can remove and then and turn it into however we were losing again. You can add soon after into. Now all the parents were getting out of their chairs, cheering for their. Oh, okay. Now you need to fix this, student. Yes, I spelled it right. Wow, amazing. Just kidding. And cheering for their team to win or for their child to do better. Now here, this is an issue with what you call parallel structure. And now here, let's read this again. All the parents were getting out of their chairs and cheering for their team to win or for their child to do better. Now, you can technically remove for here. So it makes more fluency. So there's more fluency in this. And cheering for their team to win or their child to do better. Now there we go. Actually, let me double check that. All the parents were getting out of their chairs and cheering for their team to win or their child to do better. There we go. Now you can remove this comma as well. It doesn't need to be there. That's something that you can omit. When we were losing and we needed more time, now you can add a comma here. Now this is where you need a comma. When we were losing and we needed more time, the clock went against us, and before we knew it, it was already half time. Now this student seems to be using quite a lot of ands, so you might want to cut down on the usage. Also, please fix your spelling as well. Knew it was already half time. The last few minutes, when basically all the parents were screaming on the top of their lungs, we were up only by 1 point. Now, this sentence doesn't really connect here, so now you can add the word in the last few minutes. When basically all the parents were screaming on top of their lungs, we were up only by 1 point. Now, I'm gonna come back to this sentence, and we're gonna fix it again. So every second felt like an eternity, and one kid lost control of the ball, and the other team scored a 3. Now, this is not proper sentencing. Scored a 3-pointer. By that time, I thought I was going to have, oh, capitalization error. Make sure you fix that. We wanted more time, but no, now. You can, actually, let me retype that, but no. The clock had a mind of its own. Now, it sped up, but at the 30-second mark, one of our teammates was fouled. He made both shots, but we were still down by 1 point. We had 10 seconds, and we're gonna fix that later. And teammate passed me the ball from the baseline. I ran as fast as I could and got the ball in the air before the buzzer rang. It felt like I was in slow motion, but what felt like in neon, I saw the ball go, and we were going to move on to the championships, and it was all because of me. Now, there's a lot of errors here. Sadly, I do not like some of these errors. Now, there's a lot of run-on sentences here. I'm gonna start back from here. In the last few minutes, when basically all the parents were screaming, top of their lungs, we were only up by 1 point. Now, this sentence could need a little more help to make more sense. When basically in the last few minutes, basically all the parents were screaming on top of their lungs. And you can remove this, and we were up only by 1 point. There we go. Now this makes more sense. It's more fluid, and there's more, and it doesn't seem as blocky as it was before. Every second felt like an eternity. You can add a comma here, and to make things worse, one kid lost control of the ball, and the other team scored a 3-pointer. Now, the problem with this sentence is that it's only missing a few words that allow it to make it flow more smoothly. By that time, I thought I was going deaf. Okay, this is kind of like a sentence that you really don't need in this case. Now, if you really need this sentence, you could also add it to basically all the parents were screaming on top of their lungs, and we were up by only 1 point. Now you can add it. By that time, I was going deaf. Now, you could either delete the sentence or either move it up. Now, for myself, I do not like this sentence personally, but I'm going to delete this sentence for brevity and its flow. It actually goes on a off-topic. It goes actually off-topic with this sentence, so I will remove it. We wanted more time, but no, the clock had a mind of its own. Now, it speed up. Now, I'm going to assume he was saying it sped up, but at the 30-second mark, you can add a comma. Here, one of our teammates was, now you foul. Now you don't need to do this, you can actually remove this. You can say was given a foul. Actually, never mind. My bad. Was foul. Now, this is my mistake. You can also have was fouled by the other team. Nope. By the other team. He made both shots, but we were still down by 1 point. We had 10 seconds, and you can fix this into 9. We had 10 seconds, and my teammate passed me the ball from the baseline. You can add a dot here to remove any fragment run-on sentences as well. I ran as fast as I could and got the ball in the air before the buzzer rang. It felt. Now I'm going to Stop editing. I'm gonna read these sentences again. It felt like I was in slow motion, but what felt like in neon, I saw the ball go in. Now, I'm going to assume there was a... Here, it's supposed to go here. We were going to move on to championships, and it was all because of me. Now, it felt like I was in slow motion, but what felt like in neon, I saw the ball go in. Now, you can remove what felt like in neon. This idiom is... This simile is not needed due to how it kind of breaks the feel of the sentence in the sense of the sentence. Now, okay, let's read it again to see if there are any possible mistakes I have also made while editing this essay. It happened when I was playing on my basketball team. We were down by 2 points, and both my team and my team and the other team were very rough because it was the semi-championships. I'm going to assume this was semi-final championships. My finals of the championships. In the beginning, my team was losing, but then we were winning. However, we were losing again soon after. Sorry, I'm kind of sick. All the parents were getting out of their chairs and cheering for their team to win or their child to do better. When we were losing and we needed more time, the clock went against us, and before we knew it, it was already halftime. In the last few minutes, basically all the parents were screaming on top of their lungs, and we were up only by 1 point. Now here you can fix this. We were up by only 1 point. You can also say that. Every second felt like an eternity, and to make things worse, one kid lost control of the ball and the other team scored a 3-pointer. We wanted more time, but no, the clock had a mind of its own. It sped up. Now you can also add, it sped up, but now you can put, it began to sped up. Now there's my mistake. You can also put, it began to speed up at the 30-second marks. Began to speed up at the 30-second mark. I'm sorry, I am losing my track of mind. One of our teammates was fouled by the other team. Began to speed up at the 30-second mark, one of our teammates was fouled by the other team. You can also add team member to make it a specific individual that is not named. He made both shots, but we were still down by 1 point. We had 10 seconds, and my teammate passed me the ball from the base. I ran as fast as I could and got the ball in the air before the buzzer rang. It felt like it was a slow motion, but oh my bad. But I saw the ball go in. We were going to move on to the championships, and it was all because of me. Now this, for a 6th grader, it's alright. Could use some work though. So we're gonna start off with our development. I'm going to go down to the rubric I received. I'm sorry. I'm gonna move over here. Yeah. Here we are. And now I'm going to use the same thing I used before. Now, development. Okay. I'm going to have to give it a 2. Inadequate organization or connection of ideas. I'm going to copy this. Copy paste this. I'm going to make sure this is Arial and 12. Oh, my bad. That was 11. Yes. Now, I'm going to give it a 2 for this reason. The essay was fine. It was just kind of all over the place when I read it. I was kind of confused as we went. Now, if this was like a personal explanation, like a personal anecdote, when you were talking, if you're using this to talk about something, it would have made a little more sense. However, in the written form, it's kind of all over the place. So the development, I'd have to give it a 2. The reason I did not give it a 1 was because he developed the story pretty decently, so I'll give him a 2. And as for coherence and organization, okay. Now I'm gonna have to give this one something between a 3 and a 2. I'm gonna have to give it this one a 2.5. The reason I'm giving this a 2.5 is because there's some adequate unity in it at some point, but there's definitely a link lacking within this paragraph. And sometimes the ideas seem unrelated to each other at one point, with sometimes saying that it felt like an eon. I know what the student was trying to explain, but it was kind of out of place within that moment, so that's why I gave it a 2.5. And as for fluency, now, okay, I'm gonna have to give this a 2. The only reason I'm giving this not a 1 is because it's not completely incomprehensible. It's just that with a few touches, it could be fixed so that it can get a 5. Now, why did I give it a 2? The only reason I gave it a 2 was that there's several errors that occurred within the paragraph or the essay itself. So that kind of added up, and there's errors. There's like improper usage, which kind of cost the essay some points. So that's why I'm giving it a 2. And as for vocabulary and expression, now I'm gonna give it a 3. Now I was more lenient with this one because mostly because for the reason that this student is in 6th grade and not really using a lot of vocab at that age. Same goes for me. I'm only a freshman that's going into sophomore year. Yet my vocabulary is very limited. So the reason I'm giving this essay a 3 is he uses his vocab correctly. His basketball terms baseline 30-second mark 3 point. But there's some misuse of idiomatic expressions that he uses within the essay, such as "it felt like a neon." Could have been it felt like forever, but I saw them. You get the point, right? Now, there's a limited range of vocabulary. So instead of using "and," he could have used other transitions, words such as "in addition to," "movie," and furthermore, such as things like that. Now, and as for grammar, okay, I'm going to have to give this one a 2. Why a 2, you may ask, and why not a 1? Just kidding. It is a 2 for the only reason that, I mean, I'll give it a 2.5. I changed my mind. The only reason is there's grammar errors, there's frequent grammar errors all over the place, but he shows that he understands basic grammar rules most of the time. So it's not where it's completely lacking in terms of grammar. So I'm going to give this essay a 2.5 in terms of grammar. Now let's add up the points. And now since 5 times 5 is 25, out of 25, 2 plus 2.5, 4.5, 6.5, 9.5, 10, 12 out of 25. Now, okay, I kind of graded this harshly. To be honest, it's fine for a 6th grader. I will give it a lot of things, but now I'm going to grade essays a little more harshly so that the student can increase his essay writing skills further. So I really did like the essay. It was really nice, and I appreciate it. The effort was definitely in there, I can see it. But if you're watching this, student, make sure what I want from you is a 5-paragraph essay. That was most likely the reason that you got a fairly low score. So make a 5. So I'm going to have to. So yeah, that's it. 12 out of 25. I'm sorry to the student. I'm very sorry. If you have any questions, student, please email me or please call me. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you next time. Bye.